You're welcome to the Pioneer STEM Show Family STEM Show series, where we bring on set different families who come, to try out different STEM activities that we have on set. And today we have representing the entire Ayeni family. We have Mrs. Seun Ayeni and her beautiful daughter, Araoluwa Ayeni. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming. Thank you. Thank you, girl, for coming. It's so good to see you again. It's been a long time. How are you? And how is school?
School has been going very great, ma.
And I'm sure you're smashing it. Yes. Do you know what STEM is?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
Science, technology,
engineering and mathematics. That's right. And so when we return, we'll take the speed typing test. How fast can you type?
Very fast.
Very fast, like over 10?
9.
9 over 10. Maybe you should be 10 over 10 the way I'm seeing you. So when we return, we'll take the first STEM activity for today, which is the speed typing test. Stay with us and learn. You're welcome back to the Family STEM Show series, and we still have our family guests. They are Yenis, a mother and daughter duo. Thank you once again for joining us on set. And so right about now, you started with the speed typing test. So you have 60 seconds, and your time starts now. Whoa, she's on over 40 words per minute. Oh, girl. 45 words per minute. Whoa. 35 seconds to go. Oh. So. Let me see your little girl. Well done. Yes, Y. A and Y. Yes. Cute. And your time is up. 34 words per minute. Congratulations. And you are officially the highest on the Pioneer STEM Show. I have been keeping tab. Whoa, how did you learn how to type this fast?
I always had an interest in typing.
Okay, and of course you have your own laptop where you keep. Yes. Interesting. And so you use it for projects, and other things. Well done. Okay, so when we return, we'll take the next STEM activity for today. Stay with us and learn. Welcome back to the Pioneer STEM Show, and we still have our family guests, the Ayenis, Mrs. Seun and her beautiful daughter, Araoluwa. Up next, we're going to build codes, learn about this gesture-controlled robot, and then finally execute the program that makes it work. So this is a gesture-controlled robot. Just to explain the different parts of the robot, okay? It's not just gesture-controlled, but of course it's a car, it's movable, and it can also pick objects. Okay, so you can see it looks like a robot arm that can pick objects. So this is the brain of the robot. It receives all the codes. Okay, as soon as we put in the codes, we can actually pair via Bluetooth, okay, instead of using wires and connecting it to the computer. So behind the microcontroller or the brain of this robot is a battery. So we need to plug the battery, which we have done, okay, and the battery is actually chargeable. On the sides of the brain of the computer, more like the processing unit, the brain, okay, we have ports where you attach the sensors that's here and ports where you attach the motors, okay? And so there's actually a sensor here. There's a sensor here called the ultrasonic sensor. Okay, it helps to avoid obstacles. So while this robot is moving and there's an obstacle in front of it, it actually gets to avoid it. Okay, and so of course these are the tires. These are the gigantic tires, and these are the motors to the tires. Remember, motors change electrical energy to motion to mechanical. Okay, and so there's also another motor here. There's also another motor here that controls the arm. Okay, this motor controls the arm, and there's also another one here that controls the gripper. Okay, and so let's take a deep dive as to how the program is being built. It's that time where we begin to then do our own part of the bargain, and this is training AI to understand different gestures, and you can do that in 4 ways. You can do that by uploading images of different directions, so that as soon as you show those directions, okay, then the robot begins to move either left, right, and all of that. Or you do it with hand pose, which is what we'll be trying. Okay, like go up, go down. So we'll be trying that. So that means we'll be feeding images to AI, to train it. Or we can also do that through poses, right? Maybe when I jump up, or when I spread my arms, then you go forward and all of that. Or you do that through face mesh, basically using your face to make signs, right? Funny signs, and have it, move towards the direction you have programmed it. Okay, so our programming is not yet complete until we are done with this aspect. Okay, so I'm going to click on hand pose. Say, please add a name for this model. So I could just say gesture robot arm. Okay, and then save. You can do that. You can click on save. Yes. Okay, so add a name for label 1. So you could say front palm. Let's use the palm. So F palm. You can put it together. F palm, PALM. Yes. Okay, then click on save. Perfect. So now that you have labeled the first gesture, which is the front palm, I'm just going to show it, my hand, and of course click on start recording. All right, it records for about 6 seconds, and I think it takes like 30 pictures at once. Okay, so I think it's done recording. All right, and then we can add another label. So click on plus. Okay, type in back palm. All right, and then click on save. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show it my back palm. Okay, I can close it, open it, close it, open it. Okay, so it's done. Let's just work with front palm and back palm, and then click on train model. Okay, so it's training. That means it's actually giving these examples to AI to understand. It's still training. Perfect. And so click on test model. All right. Sorry. So you see, that's my back palm. It's 100% because we need to test our model. All right. And then let's do. And that's the front palm is 100%. Okay. All right. So we can download this model. Just have it for keeps. Front palm in the code. Front palm, okay, means that it should go forward. And when a car is moving forward, actually one motor goes in a clockwise direction and the other motor goes in the anti-clockwise direction for it to move forward. Okay, and then the back palm is a reverse. Okay, that's when it's going backward or in a reverse position. All right, the one motor moves anti-clockwise and then the other motor moves clockwise. Okay, so let's see it in action. I will have to actually face it to me, and then I would run. And then we have also reduced the speed to slow. It was on high before. Now let's see. Okay, so we're about to actually finish up our programming, okay? And so remember the second code here says if AI detects something, right? Although for now it's none. So change it from none to front palm. Okay, that's a front palm we had labeled. And then the second one, change it to back palm. That's right. Okay, so I'm going to connect via Bluetooth, and that's it here, and I pair. All right, and I'm going to show it my front palm. Let's take it back a bit. Okay. Okay, so now that it has connected, I'm going to click on the play button and then show it my front palm, the back palm, the front palm, the back palm, the front palm, the back palm. Okay. All right. So do you want to try? See if it will recognize your front palm and your back palm. Okay. Awesome. Back quickly. Also, so put it here. Okay. This is still the Pioneer STEM Show. We'll be right back after this short break. So welcome back to the Pioneer STEM Show, and we just finished our second STEM activity for today. What did you learn?
I learned how motors work together with sensors to perform various activities.
Absolutely, and then we use gesture. What I mentioned, like 4 ways we can use to control this robot: the posture, the hand gesture,
face mesh,
the face mesh,
images.
and the images. Go girl, well done. Okay, do you know what STEM stands for?
Science, technology,
Engineering and math. So what's the most interesting STEM activity that you've ever done?
Technology.
Oh, okay. What did you do?
Well, I made dispenser
Okay.
with bottles and cardboard.
Oh, you did that?
Yes, and making of sockets from wood and just from scratch. Building up the sockets.
You did that in primary or in secondary?
Secondary.
Oh, in secondary. That's pretty awesome. So what's the future like for you?
Oh, a future with that's full of AI technology. Everything's easy to do.
You want to be a science student?
Yes, sir.
And you want to end up being a computer engineer, or which course? Medical doctor?
Medicine, yes.
Oh, medicine, of course. You know the AI is very good with medicine. Mommy, you're not left out from this conversation. I know it looks like, please, ma'am, could you advise other parents with respect to making deliberate steps, to train their children?
Well, I think that that is something that we lack now in the world as a whole.
Yes.
You see a lot of children that are not well trained.
Yes.
And for me, I think the problem is that as parents, we are not intentional. You must be deliberate.
That's
you want
right.
a child to do something, you must be particular about it. You must follow through until that child learns to do that thing. And most importantly, as parents, we must show good examples. You can't tell a child to be one thing and you are another thing. 80% of what they know, they will learn from what we do, not what we necessarily say. So we must be intentional. You see things these days that are so appalling, and as a parent, you are so sad and you are wondering how have children been left this way. And unfortunately, parenting is something.
Parents are busy.
Yes, we are busy, but in our busy schedule, we must know that no matter how busy we are,
that's right.
if at the end of the day you don't train these children, you are going to get into trouble. Unfortunately, child training is something you don't know whether you have succeeded or failed until the child is an adult. So at the point where you know whether you have failed or you have passed, if you have failed, most times there's no correction. So it's something that we must be deliberate about. It takes God really, but you must do your
That's
part.
right.
You must do your part.
I must commend you. You are
you.
excelling in this one. We don't even need to wait for the future. Already seeing her. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming on the Pioneer STEM show. We really appreciate your presence. Thank you, Ara. Keep flying. I'll keep getting in touch. And of course, when we have more STEM activities, we'll get to invite you on set
like
again.
To come again. Yes, and have some more fun.
That's right.
Yes.
This is still the Pioneer STEM show. We'll be right back after this short break. You're welcome back to the Pioneer STEM show, and if you are just joining us, you have missed quite a lot. We were graced with the presence of the Ayenis, Mrs. Seun Ayeni and her beautiful daughter, Araoluwa Ayeni. And so we've seen it all. We saw this robot and how it was able to identify gestures, our back palm and our front palm, to actually move. It can do lots more. It can detect obstacles. It can actually pick and drop items. Well, we'll be calling it a wrap on the show. Till next time, bye for now.